Hey guys.
Hi everyone.
So we have just departed a flight from Maleth Aero's coming from Manchester to Barbados, and we just wanted to share our experience.
We know it's been talked about a lot and it is something that had us worried, and we know a lot of people are in that same boat. So we thought we'd just share our experience as it happened, really. So we do have some B-roll which I'll insert throughout this, but we just wanted to cover a few points that we experienced.
So first and probably most importantly, to be fair, Maleth Aero's boarded us on time in the seat that we were allocated at the point of check-in. We didn't pre-book our seats or anything, but we got sat together, which is good. And we also took off on time at 9:30 as well, so absolutely no complaints.
Yeah, we were really happy with that, and we got there 3 hours early when we got our seats together, so maybe get there around that time if you've not pre-booked. Hopefully that works out for you too. So the food on Maleth Aero, we didn't know what to expect at all, really. Now that was served 1 hour and 20 minutes into the flight, and that was also served with a drink service. So you could have either an alcoholic drink or a soft drink of your choosing. We found the meal better than expected, to be honest. So it was sort of a cottage pie, there was a bread roll, we think it was, is it orzo?
Yeah, it's kind of like orzo rice with, I don't know, it had a couple of red peppers in it, I think, and a couple of, I think it might have been chorizo, I'm not entirely sure. It was very good though, it had a great flavour.
And then there was that apple waffle as well, and it was pretty good actually. So that was the main meal that we got.
We also got another portion of food around 2.5 hours before the end of the flight. That was basically kind of a lattice pasty with, I think it was chicken and peppers. It was very good, it had chickpeas in there as well. Really pleasantly surprised again. And then we got a flapjack as well. Didn't eat the flapjack, to be fair, just because we weren't hungry, but they kind of had different flavours and they just kind of passed them out. It was a bit unceremonious.
A bit luck of the draw really with what you got, but I'm sure you could request one if you wanted to.
You got raspberry, I got Bakewell, and the lady sat next to me got Millionaire. She's got like a Millionaire flapjack.
Oh, I would have eaten that one.
Yeah. But yeah, it was all very good. Again, served with tea, coffee, or water. Went for a water because we were very thirsty.
Yeah. So following on from food, and as we have mentioned, the drinks as well. So as we said, there was the one service with the main meal, and there was the tea and coffee and water service with the second food. They didn't do another alcoholic drinks trolley run or anything like that, but they had the drinks cart at the back of the plane, and you could just go up and get a drink whenever you wanted. We saw loads of people doing it, didn't we?
I'm not sure if that's how they intended to operate on the day, but I think what I think has happened anyway, is one of the cabin crew gave somebody else a second drink, and then like people caught wind of it, and then started like crowding them, so they just set up at the back for people to get drinks basically. It worked out in favour for them, obviously. But yeah, the drinks, no complaints. We could have got a drink when we wanted to, I guess.
Yeah, and they were quite generous with the measure that we did have.
Oh, they were, weren't they? Yeah, it was just free pouring a bottle of, I got whiskey and coke and it's Bell's, which is fine, it'll do the trick.
Oh yeah, that's it as well. So on some airlines they give you like a miniature bottle of spirit and a can, but this was just literally pouring from the bottle, and also the soft drink was from the bottle as well.
Yeah, just free pouring it. It worked again for us. It was great.
One big thing that we'd heard about as well is the seats. So it was arranged 3-3-3, and it is as narrow as you think it is. The leg room was pretty generous really, but the actual seat itself is pretty narrow.
Yeah.
I kept juggling into into Dane's arm.
Yeah, Laura's got her insert from shoulder to shoulder footage that she insisted we insert. Yeah, but it was very narrow. It is what it is. The leg room's good, so if you are a bit taller, and that's usually a problem, the leg room is good. Yeah, just the width of the seats isn't fantastic, unfortunately.
It was one of those where you did get used to it after a bit, but you might find yourself sort of clashing elbows a bit.
Yeah, I was kind of sat like this, not to disturb the other passenger next to me.
Well, that's it. If you don't know the person next to you as well, you don't want to intrude, so that's probably why we were especially shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. One of the things that recently made the headlines about Maleth Aero was a recent, it was actually just over Christmas, they call it clean air turbulence, basically hit a Maleth Aero flight and people actually flew out of their seats and hit their heads off ceilings and stuff, and they ended up having to, go to Bermuda as an emergency landing to get those people looked at. As a result of that, they were really vigilant on making sure you had your seatbelts on when those seatbelt signs went on.
Yeah, so we had 2 patches of turbulence and the seatbelt signs went on straight away. Captain made an announcement and the cabin crew went. I mean, we had 3 people checking our seatbelts at one point, so they were really thorough with that.
So in terms of embarkation on the plane, they originally called rows 1 to 10 and then 10 to 25 and then 25 and above. It was smooth, and just as a side note as well, we thought all the cabin crew were great. Absolutely no complaints of any of them. Yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah, we were really happy with the service that we received. They all were really friendly, especially one of the ladies who served us. Yeah, we have no complaints at all about the service from Maleth Aero. And we even boarded before the time, so it was meant to be 8:45 and we were already like on the plane before that, so it was really efficient.
In terms of disembarkation, I don't think this is Maleth's fault directly, but basically what happens when you get off at Barbados, at least, is you'll be picked up by a series of coaches that probably hold around 20 to 30 people. The result of that is you have to wait for the next coach to come, for the next 20 to get on that coach, so that you can then get off the plane, and it all just kind of takes a very long time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it backed up a little bit, and there's no like individual aircon or anything on Maleth. We didn't mention that before, but like none of the ones that you can sort of twist onto yourself, and it did get quite hot just waiting to leave the aircraft. But then I started thinking maybe it was better to be on the aircraft than in the Caribbean sun just waiting, but I don't know, half a dozen of one, 6 of the other, all that jazz.
I guess that leads us quite nicely onto the condition of the plane itself. It was fine, like there's nothing that's going to affect you. I mean, one of the seals on the toilet door had gone ever so slightly, but it's just minor cosmetic stuff. You could lift the armrests as well, between passengers and at the edge. There is a knack to the ones at the edge. There's like a latch underneath that you need to pull to then pull it up.
Yeah, originally I didn't think I could, so you'll see this, me thinking, oh no, I'm jiggling it, it don't move. But yeah, there's a latch and then you can pull it up. I thought the seats were actually really nice and comfy. They had a headrest that's sort of a bit poseable, so you can sort of lean your head on it. I think this might be one of the better planes. I'll put in the safety instruction card bit just to show exactly which model of plane we were on. And in regards to the bathroom, just like any other airplane toilet, like no issues there.
Yeah, they even had a hand sanitizer in there as opposed to just a hand gel, so that was good actually. Yeah, plus points for me. Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much everything. Overall, our experience was good. I know a lot of people have had, mainly delays to be fair, but horror experiences with Maleth Aero. Ours was good.
Yeah, and we just wanted to show basically that, well, we didn't know how our flight was going to go today, but just to show you that it's not all as bad as you might see online. Sometimes the negative gets shouted about more than the good, so we just wanted to show, even though we didn't have one of these horror story ones, show you that it's not all bad.
Oh, and also everything you've heard is true. There's no in-flight entertainment.
Oh yeah.
If you're watching this video, chances are you probably already know that, but if you don't, just bring your own entertainment, you know, tablets, cards, books, all that good stuff. So we hope you found this video helpful, and if you have experienced anything that's been a little bit different to our experience and you think it's worth people knowing, pop it in the comments and other people can see it. If you have found this video helpful, please do feel free to give us a big thumbs up.
And do subscribe to the channel for our future videos as well.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.